All right. What's going on, party people? This your man Grill. My 5 signing day is done. I'm just getting ready to do all my scans for everything that I needed to do today. And my process is simple. I wish I could show y'all, but I just don't. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, that's one of the things about the Raven. If it can't catch that very first piece of paper, then it just like, I don't know, it has a hard time grabbing it sometimes. I don't know what the deal is, but once it grabs it, it's good to go. But yeah, like I was saying, today was a good day. I'm doing my scans um, of all my documents. Some of them I actually did while I was, well, one of them I did while I was already out in the field. I took my scanner with me, but I just didn't have time to like do it and then scan and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm doing it now, and then I get everything to FedEx. It's 6:05 when I'm doing this. I got till 7:30 Eastern time to get it to FedEx, so that's happening now. And while I'm doing all that, getting my FedEx stuff set up, ready to go, and and all of that good stuff. But yeah, today was a good day. Um, Started off, getting up at 4:30 this morning. Did my first one at 6. Then I had I forgot already what time was the next one. I had that one at 6. Put my calendar. Oh, 6, then noon, then 2, 4, and 5. And I made all of them on time and everything. So that was really good. Wasn't late for any of them. Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec. All right. So what I'm and all of that. So the way my setup is, I know I'm a little all over the place, but the way my setup is, I am. Hold on. Gosh. I told y'all this is weird because it's like if you put too much paper, too many pages in there, it doesn't want to catch for some reason. So the best way I can tell you, when you put the paper into the Raven, when you put it in down, what happens is that this bottom part here where my fingers are wiggling, instead of it staying even like this, it jams back. And if it jams back, then the scanner won't grab it. So you actually have to push it a little forward and then it grabs. And I don't know why it does that. But it's almost like the less paper you put in there. See, there we go. Now it catches. Yeah, the less paper you put in there, the easier it is to catch. But if you put, like I think it says 100 sheets or whatever, put that, or maybe a little bit more, then yeah, you will have problems getting it to catch. All right, this is for them. So today, everything went well. No problems. I've been all over the place, but I was happy that I got everything done, and that's what it's all about, being reliable to the signing companies. The signing companies want to know that they can depend on you to get the job done, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I did today. Got to get these other documents, and it wasn't no joke. Um, Had some good food too while I was out. Had some real good food. So this one ain't gonna take long to scan. This is a small one, and this is UPS. And the bad thing is UPS, they be closing early, so I wasn't able to make it to UPS in time. And so they'll get the scans uploaded, and then everything will be dropped off tomorrow. So yeah, I wish UPS. I wish they would have gave me FedEx, and I'm almost tempted just to get it to them, just to get it there, to just pay for the shipping myself. But I don't want them fussing at me, and by the time they get approval from the title company, you know, they'll be thinking like, oh, you gonna charge us an arm and a leg and all of that, you know, for it. Because I mean, yeah, I would like them to reimburse me for it, but I'm gonna just go ahead and do it the way they said do it, and everything will be good to go. Now, here's another thing y'all need to know about the Raven scanner. It has this issue where once, if it goes over 150 pages, it claims that it can be an error, that it has a problem sometimes, or a higher failure rate. And let me see if I can let y'all see that real quick. Hold on one sec. Okay, there we go. So, as you see right there, that's what it says. That's what it says. That's a slight concern to me. There we go. That's a slight concern that it does that, because I don't get that from the other one. And then like now, it takes a while some days for it to process. I mean, it's stuck on page 89. And what I hope doesn't happen, and it has happened in the past, that it'll just sit there and spin. It'll just get stuck trying to process. And it's like it can't keep up. And this is the online, this is the desktop one. You know, so the desktop one, then when you're trying to scan it directly on the device itself, it can sort of jam up sometimes. So while that's processing, I'm gonna go ahead on and just straight scan to the cloud instead of scanning through my app here. So right now I'm just scanning straight to the cloud. This tells me that this done jammed up. And I had the same problem yesterday, and I don't know what the deal is. It just gets stuck. And it said it scanned 180 pages, but for some reason it just takes a long time to process. And I don't get why. So, but that's not gonna stop me from doing what I need to do. Get my UPS envelope. Oh man. And I'm just letting y'all see what I go through. It's not even so much go through, what I have to do when it comes to getting all this stuff together and everything. So when you got 4 or 5 signings and you got scans and stuff, yeah, you gotta be on point. And then you got your equipment want to act up, and this thing is just hanging. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So, but yeah, today was really good. I had to get that Starbucks coffee like I told y'all earlier, and once I got that, yeah, I had them give me a double shot of espresso, and I'm feeling real good right now. And also, as a side note, and then scan these, and I think that's it. Upload to the cloud. Yeah, so yeah, one of the things I found out, and some of y'all might already know, that sometimes some of those places, UPSs will, I accidentally put my package in a FedEx envelope with the UPS thing on it, and they were like, no, that's fine. So some of them will take it, some of them won't. I've never had a problem with FedEx taking my package being in a UPS envelope with a FedEx thing on it. Cause one time I grabbed the UPS not paying attention, and they was like, "No, you go stick it in there, put the FedEx." They said we see that all the time. So I was like, okay. So for some of them, they don't care what the packaging look like, just as long as it got the shipping label and they good to go. So so yeah, so this week, just so y'all know, cause one, but this is so. Oh, okay. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. So far I've had 15 signings this week. 15 signings this week. Of course, part of that goes into last month. And then, so just for a calendar week, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So from Monday through Friday, I'm looking at about 20 this week. So that's why I'm just rocking and rolling, y'all. I'm just doing what I got to do. The work is out there, and I'm sharing this with y'all because I want y'all to know the work is out there, but you got to be willing to take the work when the opportunity comes. If you're not willing to take the work, then what are you going to do? I mean, you can't complain about something you're not willing to do. You got to take the work, and the work is out there. And yeah, excuse me. Some of it I'm running back to back. Like today, I was deep down in Virginia Beach. I mean, like 3 of my orders was way out in Virginia Beach. Then I went all the way over to Chesapeake and made it happen. And in between, I had to go turn in my rental car. Got that all turned in. So I'm good. You know, you just got to be ready to answer the call when these signing companies give you that shot. They give you a shot, you go ahead on and take it. If you don't take it, then they're gonna stop calling you. You know, stop being scared, stop being timid. Just go ahead on, believe in yourself to do what you need to do, and you'll be okay. It's that simple. That's all you got to do, and that's all I'm trying to do for what I need to do here. And let's see here. All right, come on, process thing. It's still hung up on 89 pages. It says 180 scanned. So we'll see. Hold on. Last set. All right, last set. Then check my bags and make sure I ain't missed nothing. That's the one thing you don't want, is to be thinking you done scanned everything, and then next thing you know, you done miss a set of documents, and you wake up tomorrow morning and you find them. That ain't good. So far, no, that did happen. That happened to me one time. Fortunately, it was over a holiday weekend, so I was able to get it to where it needed to go with no problem. All right. And this here like almost 200 pages here. But each signing today took about 15 minutes. Each signing took about, on average, maybe 30 minutes. So that's what helped me to be able to get to everywhere I needed to go. So, and again, I know this is not my normal style of video, but I just want y'all to see what I'm normally doing. So just imagine me doing what I'm doing now without talking to y'all and stuff. And I will be getting it done just as fast. So it's 6:18. Started at 6:05 with 6:18. Got all my scans done. I might have to open that package up and rescan these docs, because this thing is just hung up and it's ticking me off, and I don't get why it keeps doing that. And the reason why I don't like scanning straight to the cloud from the Raven is because it takes so long to process on there and everything. And it seems to go faster. It just seems to, on the computer it processes faster. When I hit the app to scan from the computer, processes faster. On there, it does scan about the same for speed, but just the processing is much slower and stuff. And then the big thing when you're doing multiple signings, and anybody can tell you who's done them, you really got to make sure you put the right packing slip with the correct item. That's huge. That is huge, huge, huge. And I'm just going through double checking my bags, making sure I didn't stick a closing somewhere. And next thing you know, I messed around and forgot. So I'm good to go in that bag. Go back to my other bag. And then, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I had 5, and I already dropped one off. So I'm good. I'm good. So that's still processing. I'm gonna have to cancel this and rescan those. I hate doing that, but I have to. I don't like doing that, but I got to do that. I got to do that. And I'll just reuse the envelope and put some tape on it. So I'm just showing y'all this here. Again, I know this is not my normal way I do videos, but I just need y'all to see how these things can work or do work when you got multiple signings and stuff. So I got my Raven, the online part. So you're processing this. All right, so let me see. Which one was this? And this here is that one. That's the UPS one. So let me change the name. And what I do for my naming convention, I lost my phone. Oh, it's that phone. I'm sitting here looking for this phone, and I'm sitting there recording on it. Okay. All right. So that cat there was which company? Okay, it was that company. So what I normally do for my filing naming convention, and this could be, and I'm sure other people do the same thing. All right, I put the name of the company. Sometimes I might abbreviate it, the last name of the signer, and then the type of loan that it was, and they were selling a property, and in that way I can easily know who, what it was. All right, so double check that. All right, so yep, that was them. Okay, and then excuse me, from there, yeah, this thing is really jacked up because it's still trying to cancel. All right, so then I go in here and then put that into that folder, the scan, and then go over here to who was this? I think this was SnapDocs, and then go over to SnapDocs. Now let me let me talk to y'all about SnapDocs again. Y'all need to put your orders in there at least the last 2 months. Some of y'all haven't put no orders in SnapDocs, and then you're trying to figure out why you're not getting any notifications or even selected because you're not showing that you're actually even doing any work. And some of y'all got work that y'all have been doing in SnapDocs. I mean, have been doing with other companies, but you won't put them in SnapDocs at all. And then you're trying to sit here trying to figure out why you're not getting any orders, getting any opportunities, because they don't know, and they can see that, they can see that you've been doing work based off of what you've been putting in there and stuff. So upload that. All right, and then do the IDs. All right, so that's what you have to do. You got to put them in there. So now, all right, where are the IDs at? And then sometimes, depending on something with Adobe, sometimes I actually have to, it won't automatically refresh and show the IDs that I scan. So sometimes I have to shut Adobe down just so it'll update with the IDs. Don't know why. Shouldn't have to do that, but it does sometimes. So if that's been happening to you, don't think that it's weird. And then for the IDs, I just name it based off of their last name dash IDs. If it's multiple people, like somebody got the same last name, then I put their first name or first initial or something like that. And that's the cool thing about Adobe, because if you haven't had a chance to delete, like say during a day, you do somebody, and then you got two Johnsons, you have to name it two different names. You can't say Johnson's IDs and then Johnson IDs again, and it's not gonna let you save it like that. And so, all right, so all that's done. Hit the upload to that. There shouldn't be no issues with their document because it was only 26 pages. All right, so that one's done. Okay, so now upload that. Now, the one thing I do like about doing the scan from the app on the desktop, you actually, yeah, I know, scan cancel. Okay. And then what's weird is when I cancel it and then I go back and scan it again, it works fine with no issues. But yeah, one of the I forgot what I said. Oh, with the app on your desktop, it gives you the option to actually automatically upload it to the cloud. So once the scan is done, automatically upload. The problem is if you got more pages and you have the auto turned on, soon as it stops, it's uploading. It's not going to pause and let you add pages to it. So that's the one of the issues. So if you got a small package, like that's under 100 pages, and you just go on and scan all of that, and then boom, upload that to the thing. So I'm just giving y'all an idea of what can happen. You sitting here scanning, everything's going good, everything's looking beautiful, and then next thing you know, it's like it crashes on you, and then you got to rescan everything. Now, of course, right now, you probably got about 15 people hopping in the comment section. They might not now after I say this, but hopping in the comment section or just saying within themselves. See, that's why I just like working direct, because then I don't have to scan. Got it. Keep working direct, keep doing your thing, but there's money in the signing companies. As we see, 15 closings this week alone already, and I got 2 more days, and I'm going to be hitting 20. No, I don't want to hear that. And I do have a signing from one of my directs that I'm going to be going out and doing tomorrow, which actually got bumped back. So now I had to change another order. Unfortunately, the guy had flexibility to do it later in the afternoon, so I got to let the signing company know what happened. All right, so I'm going to try this again. Hold on, make sure this page is tucked in. Now, this was the one that was giving me the problems, those errors. So maybe because it was having those errors, that when it went to process, it was all jammed up. And I got to keep that in mind. I'm gonna have to take a look at that and see what's happening. So that might be the cause. That might be the cause why it jammed up. And if that's the case, then I just figured something out. I just figured something out that if you scan it and you have a couple of paper jams, that might be the cause of your frustration sometimes, or this here thing jamming, locking up on you and stuff. So, and if that's the case, then okay, now I know what it is. And I probably can, and then the fix will be basically just make sure you don't let your stuff jam. That's really it. And stuff. So 6:28 right now, my time. So I'm just giving y'all an idea. There it goes again. Come on, man. I want y'all to see this, people, okay? I want y'all to see this, okay? So it's processing, and it's slow processing or keeping up the scans versus the app on the computer keeping up with the flow. That's what I'm seeing right now. So it's saying it's processing 18, it's on 18 pages, but way more have been scanned. So I'm like, okay. So I might just have to do a direct scan to the cloud off of here, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just cancel this. I ain't got all day to be waiting. I'm just gonna cancel that and start over for the third time. And yes, I'm on Wi-Fi, so that could be it too. Um, so I'm just going to scan directly to the cloud and everything, and I shouldn't have any problems with that. Now I will say, when you're scanning directly into the Raven, I very rarely have I had a problem, except for the it's jamming up and stuff. But other than that, it's fine. It's fine. I just like it doing on the desktop because once it does the scan and it pauses, it then takes a little while. So with the Raven, it'll pause when you finish scanning, and then it can take about a minute or two for it to process everything that it scanned before it gives you the option to continue. On the computer, when it's working, it's way faster. So a lot of times it keeps up. So what I'm seeing is that if it has a hard time for some reason keeping up, then then this is what you're gonna have. So what I'm doing, going back and forth right now, I'm watching it, and as I see it, excuse me, get low and the shoot, I'm adding more in there. So that way I can keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, without it pausing at all. And then I don't have to worry about it processing. That way, it just process everything at one time. So it's a little bit more running back and forth, and it probably be a lot less running back and forth if I had the scanner closer to me. But I just haven't moved it over here to the other side where I want, and so I'm good. And then put these last sets in there. Alrighty. And them bad boys be coming up fast. So if you're not quick, you will have papers flying all over the place. You will have papers everywhere. So now this is working much better. Process is giving me the little warning that 150 pages or more scanned, that can cause failure rates. And again, that's probably what also could be what it is. But boom. All right, so that's done. So right now we're talking about almost 30 minutes scanning 4 packages, and it wouldn't be this long had it not clogged up. So so now I'm going back so I can get this other package. Let me see who this is, so I can rename this one. And this is for who? Okay, that was the last one. All right. So, all right. Name of the title company or signing company, whichever one, whoever paying you. The people's last name. And this was a refi. All right, refi. Save. And then I'll be downloading that. All right, download this file and then upload it. And then go to the folder where I had that. Boom, boom. I'm just showing y'all the process, people. I wish I could show y'all on screen, but you'll be seeing people's personal information, so we can't have that. So I'm going into that file now, and I'm still in SnapDocs, and then I'm uploading that file to Snap, and already boom, 142 pages was that. While that's uploading, I'm gonna get the IDs. And oh, wrong button. All right. And let me see something here. All right. Come on. And I'm going to still get the FedEx on time. I will still get the FedEx on time with no issues whatsoever. This is still processing. And you got 100 or more than 150 pages. I'm going to tell you now, in the Raven, it can take 3 to 5 minutes to process all of that. It's like, you know, it just takes its time, and then once it's done, come up on the screen, hit send, uploads it to the cloud, and then it takes a little while to go into the cloud. So once you process it here, go to the cloud, and then now my Adobe is cutting the food, so I'm gonna shut that down again. Open this up. All right, there we go. All right, come on. Hopefully this time. And I'm just showing y'all some of the issues that I have. I know probably a lot of people done fell off. Like, I ain't looking at this whole video. But this is not necessarily the normal process, but this can happen sometimes with you when you're actually, boom. All right, and okay. So hold on one second. All right, so I'm gonna have to split this video together because I didn't realize that I didn't hit save PDF. I thought I did. So the PDF was still sitting here on my phone. I'm like, why is it not showing up here? Again, Russian, didn't hit save PDF. So, all right. So all of that's done. Okay. Oh, man. Boom. So by the time this video is up, I would have already gone to FedEx and all that good stuff, made it back. So when you seen this video, I've already delivered everything to FedEx. Again, just showing y'all the full process of what. No, that's not what I want. This one. I want his. Yep. All right. So, whew. And the reason now with this order that I'm doing right now, got to print his ID out. They didn't require scans for this one, but the reason why I scanned it is because just in case something turns up missing. I did an order the other day because I was brought in as a new notary because the guy, I believe he shipped the documents off back in December and they never got them. They said they never got them, but he shipped the documents. So that's why I started doing scans of everything. People say, well, you did this wrong or that wrong. And then I go look, I'm like, no, I did it correctly. Oh, my bad. We so I'm scanning this. And then once I know that they got it, I'll wait a few days. I don't hear no issues. No, hey, this was wrong or that was wrong. Then I delete. And then since no Scanback is due, that's why I'm adding in, which I forgot to do earlier, to be honest, adding in the ID. So the ID will be in there. And if I wanted to, I could have just uploaded the ID to the thing. You know, uploaded it to the portal. All right. All right. Excuse me. All right. So all of that's done. So everything is done. All scans are done. 6:40. It's 6:40 right now. So all scans are done. Everything's wrapped up. So now all I got to do is and let me see if that thing is up here. So that's still processing. So once you scan it on the Raven, hit upload to cloud, it can take a few moments and look like it took about 5 minutes for this to process. Maybe, yeah, about 5 minutes. And it's still processing. Yeah, it's still processing. So, but this one, I'm not worried about. This is the one that didn't have to give them a scan back and everything. So, boom. So I just wanted to share that with you. I know this was a long video, y'all. But I just wanted y'all to get a feel for what happens and what you have to do. If you're looking at doing this full time or even more than part time, 3/4 time, and you're getting 4 or 5 signings and you're ripping and running all over the place, and they want scan backs on everything. So they wanted scan backs on 4 out of the 5. So you're talking about what? 80%. Yeah, so 80% of them they want to scan backs on today. So that's what I had to do and everything. So I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna give my wife a holler while I'm driving, chat it up with her for a little bit, and see how her day has been going. But y'all have a good one. Like I said, by the time y'all see this video, I've already went to FedEx, dropped everything off, and came on back home. And I gotta figure me something out to eat. All right, talk to y'all later. Peace.